Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Gebo the Shaman, and today we are talking about what happens when we have Jupiter placed in the 10th house in your birth chart. So, as you may or may not know, I am a Vedic astrologer, so I do Vedic astrology readings. That's a little bit different than Western astrology, and it's more accurate, and I have videos explaining this, so you can go check out my YouTube channel, Gebo the Shaman, to learn the difference between Vedic and Western astrology. But for this video, we're talking about Jupiter in the 10th house. So before we get into things like that, before we get into all that good stuff, I just like to let you guys know that I have a bunch of things on sale right now. I have all my products, courses, services, everything, astrology readings, birth chart, birth time rectifications, things like that. Everything is now on sale, so you can check that out at gebotheshaman.com. Alright, so Jupiter in the 10th house. So Jupiter, so basically, in order to understand this placement, we need to understand what Jupiter means. And then we'll talk about what the 10th house means, put them together, create our own analysis from that. Okay, so what is Jupiter? Jupiter is the guru. So in the Vedic astrology system, we have Jupiter. We call him guru. Now, what is a guru? A guru is the teacher, a spiritual teacher. So Jupiter is all about spirituality, religion, higher education, philosophy, teaching. It's the deepest wisdom, and guru means root. So guru also means root. So it's basically the deepest knowledge, the deepest wisdom. It gives the most profound, wisdom and meaning and things like that. So yeah, it's a very positive, very beneficial planet. So yeah, so then what is the 10th house? So the 10th house is the house of your career. So this means your public reputation, your public image, your social status, your public reputation, things like that. So that's pretty much what that represents. So the 10th house is very much about your career, about your reputation, things like that. And so it's interesting. Back in the old times, they would people would take on their last name as the profession that they did. So John Smith would be John the blacksmith. That was his public reputation. That was how he was known. And so this is the 10th house. Jim Baker, Jim the baker. They would take on their last name as their like their career as their last name. So this is how people did it for many years. So so that's kind of the idea of the 10th house. So people know you for your profession. That's how people know you, that you're seen in public by your profession, by what you do, things like that. So so that's the 10th house. And then we have, so 10th house is also your debt to the world, what you owe the world. So Jupiter here in the 10th house. Well, this is a very good placement. So we have basically the guru in the house of career. So this means that people will see you as very knowledgeable, very wise, very just very smart. So people will see you as very, all those things. And so your career might revolve around something like, like religion, spirituality, higher education is a big one. And philosophy and teaching. Teaching is a huge one for this position because basically we have the teacher. Jupiter is the teacher in the house of your career. So you could be an excellent teacher with this position. Just an excellent one. It's you would probably go into something like maybe someone who teaches maybe finance or something like that. You could do something totally separate and different from, religion and spirituality. It could be something involved in higher education, like engineering or something like that. But yeah, you would be an excellent teacher. And so this is a really good sign. So you could be a teacher, you could be a priest, someone who works in spirituality or something like that. So many things, so many careers. So with Jupiter being in the 10th house, Jupiter is the planet of expansion. Jupiter is a very beneficial planet. So Jupiter expands, Jupiter gives you good things, it's just the planet of, giving good things to you. So this means that you will have a very good career. So most likely you'll have a very good career. And once again, I'm not looking at any of the other planets or anything like that. So yeah, so it's a really positive thing. So with this position, Jupiter is looking at your fourth house. So 10th house, fourth house. So he's looking at your fourth house, he's looking at your second house and your sixth house. So those are the houses that Jupiter is aspecting. So Jupiter is aspecting your second, fourth, and sixth house. So second house, that's good. So career will bring you savings. Second house is the house of savings. So your success in your career will make you make you richer, amplify your savings and things like that, and your investments. The fourth house is the house of your home. So Jupiter always does well aspecting the house of home. So the the better you do in your career, the nicer the home you'll get, the bigger the home you'll get, things like that. It's also looking at the house of enemies, the 6th house. So whenever it's aspecting a Dastana house, which is the 2nd, 6th, or sorry, not the 2nd. So Dastana houses are 6th, 8th, and 12th house. So so whenever it's aspecting or in those houses, it does well. So this means that Jupiter will protect you from enemies, either visible enemies or hidden enemies. So yeah, Jupiter does very well in the 10th house. This will give you a lot of money, a lot of savings, a lot of a lot of material success. So there you go. All right, guys. So that's about it for me for today. So if you have not already checked out my website, you can go to gebotheshaman.com, and you might even see some specials on there, like all my stuff is on sale right now. So I would appreciate you guys heading over there and purchasing everything that I have on sale. So that sale is going to be coming to an end very shortly here. So I would encourage you to get that as soon as possible. Alright, so we have the Vedic Astrology Certification course, which basically means that once you pass that course, it walks you through step A through step Z of how I do my Vedic astrology readings, and gives you a lot of information in there. And you don't need to be an astrology genius, you just need to follow the steps, the directions. They're laid out very clearly, very plainly, so it's easy for you to follow along with, and you don't need any special knowledge. But if you're into astrology, then you can, of course, I would encourage you to get that course, of course. And then we have the astrology readings. Not only do I have my standard reading, but I also have my reading where I basically talk about, I go into detail about your career and your relationships and things like that. So career, relationships, and other things. So yeah. And then I have my birth time rectification, which, if you don't know your birth time yet, you need to get that as soon as possible. Basically, the birth time rectification just asks you some simple questions, and in that I will find your birth time. I will get it nailed down to 1 minute, within the span of 1 minute, and that is a guarantee. So not all astrologers can do that. There's some very gifted astrologers in other aspects of astrology, but not a lot of people like to or want to do birth time rectification. And then we have the distance energy healing. So we can talk about that all day. It's great for healing emotionally, psychologically. I'm about to sneeze. Okay. So distance energy healing, got the career coaching and life coaching. So that's great for people who are not sure what their life path is, not sure what they want to do in life, just kind of feeling like, crappy working a 9-to-5 and all that stuff. So yeah, it's not fun. working the 9-to-5 grind. But you do have a choice, and you can make your own business. You can make your own path. And then we have the ritual magic courses. You can check those out, and the qigong courses. These are great for building up your energy and restoring your sanity. I mean, it took me out of my depressive funk, so both of these courses are great. However, I would strongly recommend the self-transformation challenge down here, and that is a great course. It combines qigong, it combines kundalini yoga and meditation, and it is just a fabulous course. So it's really helped me to blossom and to mature and to gain energy and power so that I can go out and make videos for you guys and put energy into the things that I want to accomplish in life. So yeah, it's awesome. Anyway, guys, yeah, that does it for me. So thanks very much for watching, and we will talk to you next time. Peace.